Hey guys. Now I can see. Hi guys. How are you? How is everyone? Who's here? Check in. I see 4 people, 6 people. Hey guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I look so goofy with glasses. Who's here? You guys ready to talk about this book? I don't know. I don't know about this book. Did you like it? Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And I thought it was meh. It was okay for the most part, but I don't know, it just didn't leave me with anything lasting, if you know what I mean. Like, usually when I finish a book, I like think about the characters for like days after. Hi, Jam and Weight Watcher. It was a strange book, right? It was not what I expected at all. Usually I think about characters for like days after I finish a book, and I'm sad that I finished it. Hi, Keisha. I'm sad that I finished a book, and I wish that and the story stays in my mind for a while. This one, no, nothing lasting, like nothing to write home about, if you know what I mean. So what did you guys think? What did you think, Keisha? Did you like this book? I can't remember who recommended it, but several people voted for it. And so I guess we should start off by saying that whatever was in the water was not what I expected to be in the water. I thought this sounded like some weird, like B-rated movie, and there was going to be some creature in the water and they had to fight it off and blah, blah, blah. That's where my mind went just with the title of this book, and it was so not that at all. You liked it, Keisha? What did you like about the book? Did you like the ending? It did have a twist. It did, and I do like books that have unexpected twists or unexpected endings. Um, you like the ending? Why did you like the ending, Keisha? Tell me what you liked about it. Nella says, I didn't care for it. How could she just forget her husband so easily? Yeah. And how could he just forget her so easily? And when did he turn, actually? Like, did he turn? You like the ending because she wins? She does. She does win. I think the ending was it was too tame. Like, everything built to a crescendo when when she was delivering the, whatever it's called, the USB thing, and he got shot. Everything like built up, and then Keisha says she gets her baby and doesn't have that disastrous man to deal with. True, and she's like set for life, but I don't know. I feel like the end was like a letdown. Like it built, and then boom, he got killed, and wham, everything wrapped up. You know what I mean? Yeah, she is totally set for life. She didn't know he was that way until the end, says Nella. I know, but when did he turn? That's what I'm wondering, because in the very beginning, she did say something about, oh, I could leave him and go, you know, to a different country, wherever, and be by myself. She thought of that early on, and I was like, you're just got married, or you're about to get married. How could you just got married, so how could you do that to your husband? She said it early on, because I remember thinking, whoa. So when did he turn though? Like, was he always? Joyce says, I felt like the book was setting him up to be the bad guy. Well, he was eventually, right? I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he sure did crap behind her back. So, but when did he turn? Because how do you, well, it was like the space of what, a couple weeks after the wedding? How do you get married to someone and you're so in love with them, and then 2 weeks later you're ready to leave? Yeah, he lost his job. So you think that he kind of went wacky? Okay, that's right, Keisha. He kind of went wacky when he lost his job. But He couldn't deal with it, right? Joyce says that's why it wasn't such a surprise when the money came about and he didn't have a job and he was sacked out. Keisha says, like most men, he couldn't deal with it. Men can't deal. That's funny. Yeah, he kind of like totally lost it, but then he was like lying and stuff too. So he is the bad guy, right? His ego, that's right, Keisha. Big ego. Like, I don't know, if my husband went through something like that, he wouldn't, I don't think he'd be like depressed and have his ego hurt. And Nella says they were on their honeymoon and then he just plots this whole thing. I know, right? Like, you're just on your honeymoon having a good time and then all of a sudden, bam, you find money and you're ready to leave her. I guess. I also think it's weird that the title of the book is Something in the Water, right? And yet we never really know or see what was down there in the water, because he went to see and check it out and he saw the bodies in the plane wreck. But Joyce says, I'm not sure he really loved her from the beginning. He wants the wedding to be less and shorten the honeymoon. You're right. What a jerk, huh? Like, you don't mess with a girl's wedding plans. You don't do that. You don't mess with the honeymoon. You don't do that. He should have just let it ride. He should have, I mean, had the best food at the wedding. And what about Eddie, says Nella. Now she owes him. Owes him what? Maybe she'll never really be free. Keisha says, I agree, Joyce. He totally changed. Maybe she'll never really be free. Yeah, I don't know. If I was her, I think I would go to a foreign country at this point and just live. I mean, who does she have? She has nobody else, right? She could go to a foreign country, be somebody else, do something else. Keisha says, I love Eddie the bad man. Remind me who Eddie is, because now I'm like, you know what? I either read these books. Nella says, I don't get what the big deal about Holly was. I don't either. Who gave her advice? Eddie was the convict. Oh, that's right. I love how Eddie helped her from jail. That's right. Now I remember Eddie. He was very cool. And he was like, he knew not to say a word and not to dig too deep. He really helped her out, huh? And it's kind of bizarre that she really had to dig those graves. So, have you guys ever had to dig anything? I have. I've had to dig. One year we were putting up a garden and we had to dig the grass, like completely full-grown grass. It's hard. It's really, really hard. So I don't know how she dug those two graves, but you're right. Eddie's very cool. She does owe him, but it sounds like they're gonna be cool. Like, they have a cool relationship. So I know, 2 graves. That's just like unbelievable. Holly was just a little blip and actually helped the storyline to make her more paranoid. Yeah, it did. That's true. So I either read these books like too far in advance and I can't remember all the characters. Yeah, they're cool until he needs something. But it sounds like she's okay with giving him what he needs, right? With Eddie. Because now she knows she's like in the in crowd with the convicts, and you're right, she owes him. But she could leave and be free of him too with that much money. So I would. Anyway, I either read these books too far ahead and forget the characters and stuff and all the details, or I never quite finish the ending before the book club discussion. I need to time it better. I did finish this one though. I did. Yeah, it was, I don't know. So I have right here, I have some book club discussions. It says, if you could make one simple choice that would change your life forever, would you? That's the summary on this whole book. Aaron is a documentary filmmaker on the brink of a professional breakthrough. Mark, a handsome investment banker with big plans, passionately in love, they embark on a dream honeymoon to the tropical island of Bora Bora, where they enjoy the sun, the sand, and each other. Then, while scuba diving in the crystal blue sea, they find something in the water. Could the life of your dreams be the stuff of nightmares? Suddenly, the newlyweds must make a dangerous choice to speak out or to protect their secret. After all, if no one else knows, who would be hurt? Their decision will trigger a devastating chain of events. Hi, Gina. Hello, my dear. How's your eyeballs? So, would you guys make the same decision that Aaron and Mark did? Would you save the money? Yeah. Nella says, if we had $1 million, would we make a big change? Number one, would your love life change? Like, if I had $1 million and I had to leave Eddie, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Jammin says they needed the money. Money makes people do weird things, especially money in that amount. Oh, Gina, I'm sorry, your eyes. She says they're giving her fits for the past week. I have missed you, love. I have missed you. I wouldn't change my relationship either, Joyce. For $1 million, like, you don't just turn off love. But I mean, I guess they were only dating for what, like a year before they found this money? So, I mean, it was pretty quick. Bye, Gina. Enjoy church. Love you, girl. So, I don't know. I mean, I've been with Eddie for years, so if I came across $1 million, it wouldn't change my relationship with him. But if we had only been together for a year, I still don't think it would. I wouldn't be like, see ya, I'm taking this money and running, you know? I don't know, but you're right, you guys. Money does weird things to people. And the loss of the job and his ego and how bad he needed the money, they wanted to save the house. Yeah, I think they were together maybe a year before they got married, if that. Gina says Tom is worth more than $1 million. Aww. Nella says, I feel kind of bad she never told the husband she was pregnant. Maybe that would have made a difference. You're right. Like, why would she keep hiding that? That's another thing. If I was truly in love with someone, I could not hide something like that. She had so many opportunities to tell him that she was pregnant, but she never did. So that's kind of weird. Why would she be holding back? I don't know. It's not really like, this summary just said they were passionately in love. I disagree with that. I totally disagree. Why did she wait? And she was over 2 months along. I know. That's just shifty, right? And so many times she kept thinking about the baby and wanting to tell him, and she never did. That's not love. That's not the kind of relationships that I consider love. That's not how my love relationship is. Keisha said that wasn't right of Aaron. I think him knowing what that would be a different outcome. Yeah, he probably would not have done all that stuff behind her back trying to get the money for himself. So, yeah. I didn't see passion between them, says Keisha. I didn't either. Not at all. Not at all. So who was your... Jammin says she hid because she knew something was off with him. He wasn't ready to know. She was protecting him. She was protecting him, you think? I think it was more for her selfish reasons. She didn't know, like, maybe in the back of her mind, she knew that either she was going to leave with the money or he was going to leave with the money. And so she was protecting that secret so that if she got to leave with the money or had to leave with the money, I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Danielle. Yes, no passion in that relationship. Jammin says maybe. Yeah. It's not the kind... Maybe they should have dated longer before they got married. And then they would have had passion. So, at what point did you know that Mark was going behind her back and doing all this stuff? I think I realized that when she found the... what was it she found in the container of biscuits? The USB, right? And she realized that he was hiding this stuff. I think that's when I realized that he was being shifty. But I didn't know that he hired someone to follow her and watch her until they were in the woods. Did you guys know ahead of time that the person that was following her was hired by Mark? I didn't know that. It did definitely make her paranoid, though. She was very paranoid. Who's your favorite character in this book? Yeah, I can't believe Nella says he hired Patrick to actually beat her up. Now, what kind of a relationship is that when you're a year into the relationship, you just had your wedding and your honeymoon, you're passionately in love, and you hire someone to beat your wife up? It's the money. The money does weird, weird things, right? It's crazy. I feel bad for her. What husband pays someone to beat up their wife, right, Danielle? Yeah. So I guess what we're saying is that was kind of a weird relationship from the beginning. I don't think they should have gotten married. They were not, I don't know. There was no passion. If Jamin says, I thought the author was so descriptive and sometimes that pulled me into the story. You know, this author was different from a lot of the books we've been reading because I feel like she was very descriptive, but at times I feel like she was rambling. Like when Erin would like start rambling and go off in her mind about something completely different. And I think at times, yes, that pulls you into the story more when it has something to do with the story. But I feel like Erin was rambling a lot with things that had nothing to do with the story. So it felt like a lot of filler to me. Danielle says they definitely shouldn't have gotten married. Yeah, too early, not enough love there. Favorite character, not the wife or husband. I agree with the other gal. I guess I like Eddie, says Nella. Yeah, I think Eddie was pretty cool. Eddie would be my favorite character too. Jamin says, I agree, sometimes rambling. I was wondering where the convict fits in the story. Yeah, Danielle said she also messed up the scuba diving fact. She should have done more research or kept it out. Hi, Sally. Jamin says Eddie is her favorite. Hi, Sally. Are you working? You're right. I mean, so do you think then if this author didn't really... Nella says I fast forwarded through part of it. So when you fast forwarded, do you feel like you missed anything? Danielle says definitely Eddie was the best character. Because sometimes I have to fast forward. Sally's working. You didn't feel like you missed anything when you fast forward? Okay. Because sometimes I have to do that just to get caught up for book club, and then I'll go back and read the rest of it. But with this book, yeah, I feel like you probably could forward through a lot of that descriptive, like kind of off-topic stuff. What did she mess up about the scuba diving? Because I did, Sally. I did. You guys, Fat Dag commented on my last video. And you know how much I love Fat Dag, and I have been inundating myself with Fat Dag for the last week, trying to get myself back in focus, and it works. It works. Yeah. Anyway, so, I don't know, this author, what did she mess up about the scuba diving, though? Because I'm not a scuba diver, and so I don't know if she messed up the details. Maybe the author herself was a new scuba diver. Why? Yeah, I don't know why she wanted to put that in. But then the other couple, the British couple, died from the scuba accident. So, I mean, I guess it is an essential part of the story. It was the easy way to get rid of the British couple, the other British couple. The signals for okay and when you want to come up. Oh, it's wrong, Danielle? I didn't know that. Danielle, do you scuba dive? Are you a scuba diver? I always thought it would be fun, but I do get like kind of claustrophobic, so I don't know if I could do it. Are you a scuba diver, Danielle? So, I don't know. I know it's hard to write a book, but I just feel like she was not that great of an author. What's the name? Charlene Steadman, right? Yeah. I mean, she's got a lot of good... It's hard to make yourself breathe underwater, I bet. I bet. And, I mean, what if you did panic? Your natural body instinct would not match your breathing that you have to do for the scuba diving, right? I would kind of freak out, I think. It would be awesome, but I tried to go snorkeling and I couldn't even do that because I couldn't get in the water. Nella says that's exactly right. That would be scary. Our friend Daria is, and she said some of the facts were off. Oh, so Daria is the scuba diver. Okay, cool. See, I wouldn't know. But you're right. I mean, if you're going to write a book, you need to do the research. Daria does. She was mad at the author, and then I took a scuba excursion in the Dominican Republic. How fun! How fun. And you did not find an airplane, a downed airplane, I hope, with $1 million. What was all the paperwork that was scattered around with the money? Keisha said she's in flight right now. That's why she's not here. You are missed, Daria. Where's she going? Daria, yeah. Where's she going, though? I love flying so much. I have no travel plans in the immediate future, so I can read and read. Oh, she's gonna review it later. Cool, I wanna get her opinion. Tell her to put her opinion in the description box because I wanna hear about the scuba diving. From Atlanta back to New Jersey. Cool. I love flying. I'm jealous. So what would you change about the book if you were the author and you think you could do a better job than Charlene Steadman? What would you change about the book? Hi, AB. What would you change about the book if you were the author to make it better? I think something about the ending. Like, the book was fine for the most part. It was going and going and building, and then this big crescendo with the thing in the woods, and then something happened with the ending. You know, it was just, at the end, it was just like a downer. Like there was nothing, you know? So I would definitely change the ending, but I don't know how I would do it. I think there needed to be some danger or some of her paranoia. Yeah, the ending was a letdown. Thanks, Sally. My glasses always match my shirt. It's my Pandora shirt from Florida. Yeah, the ending. So how would you rewrite the ending, Keisha? I think there needs to be some danger or paranoia or something carried over into the ending, because I feel like she wrapped it up too neatly in the woods and everything was pretty much done then in the woods after she buried. Thank you, Nella. Jennifer Bolin gave me these glasses. They're super, super cool because they adjust so that you can watch TV and read at the same time. They're very cool. So, anyway, I'm in California, AB. So back to the author. I mean, do we want to keep picking apart the author? Because I don't know. The bad guy never got the coordinates of where the money was found. What about that? Yeah, I noticed that too. So he never... So the bad guy's still out there, right? We don't know his name. We don't know what else he wants. We know he wants to go back to the plane for something, but he never got the coordinates. He did get the USB drive, though, so he got all of that information. Nella, who would think you need glasses to read and watch TV? You know, those old people like me who need bifocals. Actually, I had cataract surgery like a year ago, so that's why I can't. That's why I need reading glasses. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre, but I love it. I love not having to wear glasses normally, but then I do have to wear glasses to read, so it's been an adjustment, but I still love it. I love not having to have contacts in my eyes and wake up in the morning and put glasses on first thing. So, yeah. Anyway, so should we reveal the next 2 books? Yay! So the next 2 books, we are going to review the first one, the second Sunday of October. I got that right this time. So the first book we review the second Sunday of October. The second book we review the last Sunday of October. So the first one we're going to read, let me get my notes. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The first one we're going to read is Pieces of Her by Karin Slaughter. Yay! I'm super excited. And the next one we're going to read for the end of October is The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapena. Yay, I'm so excited. I'm dying to read these, you guys. I'm seriously want to read every single one on our list. There's a couple on there that have just been on there forever, like the Chalk Man. So I think maybe next month we should just go ahead and read the Chalk Man. But for this month, we're going to do Karin Slaughter, Pieces of Her. Joyce is in Aruba doing her laundry, and she was waiting for the next two books. Yay! Well, there you go. Keisha said I would want her to leave him. Yes. That would be good. Early on, earlier than she did. I think he could have, if we're going to rewrite the ending, I think he could have survived, because that was kind of unnecessary to kill him off like that. He could have survived, but yeah, I would not keep them together because they are not passionately in love. The second book, Nella, was The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapena. Keisha says, have a direct conversation about what he did so she didn't have to wonder. Yeah, because she never got to talk to him again. She never got to find out, but she said the look in his eyes. What do you think that last look in his eyes was about? Because she said something about the look in his eyes and the way he looked at her. She knew. She knew what? She knew that he was a loser, that he was doing shit behind her back. Ooh, sorry, did I just say that? That, he was doing stuff behind her back. Is that, I mean, that last look in his eyes? Or Keisha says, I love that Eddie rectified his relationship with his daughter. Me too. And that he knew he was going to, even though she was like, no. But because she cried, he was like, okay, we got her. But yeah, so was that last look in Mark's eyes, did she see that he was, I look 18 today? Thank you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm in the front yard today. So maybe that last look in his eyes was the passionate love. What do you think? I think no, but I mean, we never know. See, that kind of seems like something that I would develop a little more if I was the author. I would develop that last look a little bit. I would probably develop the whole baby thing a little more. I don't know. And yet, the author was kind of a rambler, so you'd have to develop these things without kind of like carrying on so much. I'm no author, but I can pick one apart, I guess. So yeah, Karin Slaughter, Pieces of Her, for the second Sunday of the month. Yeah, I'll put the dates in the description box. And then The Couple Next Door, Shari Lapena, for the last Sunday of the month. I'm so excited. Like, I seriously want to do nothing but read today now, but I can't. I'm going to California Adventure. What are you guys doing the rest of the day? It's so beautiful out right now, and the weather's like perfect. I wish it could just stay like this. You guys are probably getting colder weather right now. I think right now it's like 70 something. So it's beautiful right now. It's perfect. What are you guys doing the rest of the day? Next Sunday starts my 2 p.m. Weight Watchers meeting. So I will be busy every Sunday at 2 p.m. That'll be interesting, but I think it'll be good. It'll be for at least 6 weeks, and then we'll see if we have enough attendance to keep it going. So we'll see. You have to work, Danielle? Bummer. What do you do for work? I know Sally's working today. Gina was off to church. It's beautiful there? That's good. What do you do for work, Danielle? Do you work outside? It's not getting too cold for you guys? It's not here. It's perfect. I'm so excited to read the next 2 books. What do you guys think about... I know... Did you already read that, Keisha? The Couple Next Door? Did you already read it? Oh, you're going to the beach, Joyce? In Aruba. You had to take a break to do the laundry, so I had clean clothes for the rest of my vacation. You're checking in on your vacation. How awesome. Keisha says LA. I am in LA. The last. Oh. The last? The Couple Next Door? Danielle is an assistant principal, so you have to type teacher evaluations on a Sunday? Boo! That doesn't sound fun. That does not sound fun. I'm glad I actually get to relax. The last look. Oh, was an I'm sorry look? Oh, Keisha, you think so? So he did kind of love her and he was sorry? Or was he only sorry because he got caught? You know how some people are not really sorry until they get caught and then oops, you know? If he would have had his way and he got the money and he took off, would he be sorry? Would he be like, I'm sorry, I love you look? I don't know. I think he's kind of a creep, honestly. Creepazoid. Yeah, I don't know about this book. What do you guys think about, so Karin Slaughter, we read, what was that book called? The Good Daughter. And it was very, very descriptive and graphic at times. There was like a rape scene. There was a couple of shootings that were very graphic. Do you think that this second book is going to be like that from Karin Slaughter? Pieces of her. I think she's a great author. I loved the last book, The Good Daughter. It was wonderful. So I'm excited to see like her style, if her style carries through in her other books. Because I also read Pretty Girls, but I don't remember it being that graphic. Keisha says she's working on writing an article outside on my patio. Lovely. It's such a nice day to be outside, isn't it? I'm glad you guys are enjoying the outdoors too. Yay. Well, I guess we'll wrap this up because there's not much to talk about with this book. Everything was just kind of wrapped up and finalized and meh. It didn't leave a lot to wonder about afterward. You know what I mean? So it's 75. That's so perfect. I think it's about 75 here too. I haven't looked, but it's just perfect. It's t-shirt weather. You did, Keisha? It's lovely, lovely. So I'm excited. I'm excited to read the next two books. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess we'll end, and I will put in the description box the next two books and when we will be reviewing them. I'm super excited. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Sally, I hope you get off work soon and can enjoy yours. Go get in your jammies and cuddle up with your dogs. Keisha, go right on your back patio. Enjoy Aruba. Not Keisha. I can't remember who's in Aruba, but dang, I wish I was with you. That's amazing. And I guess I will see all of you guys next time. Bye. I always have to figure out how to end this. I never know. I seriously don't know how to end this. Okay, I'll just turn it off. Bye, guys.